welcome to Sustainability Shorts, our interview series where we talk with business leaders in the run-up to Climate Week NYC. And it's my pleasure today to be talking to Judith Wiese, the Chief People and Sustainability Officer and member of the Managing Board at Siemens. Hi, Judith.
Hello, Ellen.
Let's just get right into it, shall we? Let's talk about the role that sustainability plays at Siemens and also how you've seen that change over the years.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. Siemens is now a technology company of 175 years. And I think it's fair to say that Siemens has always contributed to solving the big challenges of its time. When part of the solution to decarbonize is to electrify, this is part of what goes back, virtually those 175 years in a company like ours, where we have been contributing through innovation, through technology, to doing exactly that. And so therefore, by now, sustainability is part of what has found its way into all of our core business processes. And I think that means keeping it front and center of the agenda. And we've also put out a framework that we call Degree that goes from decarbonization through to equity and employability, by which we express our ambitions around environment, social and governance through a framework. We wouldn't be a good German technology company if we weren't good with KPIs. And this is also fair to say that this has really helped in terms of not only reporting, but having a target framework where we're literally breaking things down from 2030 into 2025 and are now hardwiring actions into budget processes as well.
Yeah, and you talked there about challenges. One of the things we're getting better at understanding at the moment is just how interconnected all those challenges are. And it's not like individual things. We take things like food, energy, commodities, supply chains. These are complex, interconnected challenges. How is Siemens managing those and managing this kind of incredibly complex world while also keeping climate change at the top of the agenda?
Yeah, like I said, if we look at our portfolio, the vast majority of our portfolio is either directly linked to sustainable outcomes or indirectly linked to sustainable outcomes, depending on how our customers use our technology. So we think that there's obviously things that we need to do ourselves in terms of emission scope 1 and 2, for example, and product design to get us into scope 3. But really, the vast majority of our portfolio today is already fit for purposes sustainable. And to give you just one example, through our portfolio, our customers abate around 150 million tons of CO2 every year. By simulating things through digital twin technology, for instance, you do things in the digital world and it has impact and hopefully positive impact in the real world. So we think that really our sweet spot is how we can multiply impact through helping our customers and really getting into value chains of entire industries. And if I think about some of the technologies that are really brand new, like Sea Green, which is a blockchain technology that helps customers track actual carbon footprint. This is where we can help an entire industry like automotive or the chemical industry to understand how their value stream works and really therefore help an entire industry to decarbonize.
All that work and working together sort of comes through in our theme for Climate Week NYC this year, which is we can, we will. What's stopping us from making progress and how is Siemens going further and faster?
Yeah, I think many struggle with the just sheer complexity of where to get started. But I actually found this quite liberating, that when you start setting goals, you make things measurable, you really hardwire things into your processes, then that gets you on track. And we can't solve it alone, but there's not a lot that you cannot solve with the help of people and technology, and that's exactly what we feel that we're about. We're still honing our own portfolio. We need to get into some of our own product design to make sure that we are putting our money where our mouth is, and we're investing in our people and we're investing in communities, and a lot of that has also to do with awareness, with training and education around green skills. So we think that people and technology is what really helps us accelerate.
So One of the themes of Climate Week NYC, as always, is leadership. Judith, can you just tell us, what does climate leadership mean to you?
Yeah, for me, leadership starts with values that you have, with ambitions that you hold, and then how you take people with you, right? And so for me, it all starts with, where do I want to be? I've got 2 children. I want to leave this world for them to be livable. So that is one of my core values, and I want them to grow up being responsible citizens of the world, and that has to do with personal leadership, and it has to do with where do you apply yourself. Is there something that gets you out of bed in the morning and where you want to make a difference? And so it is that combination that drives me, and I have found a place like Siemens which really allows me to have so much impact through my role, and be able to either do a good job or not such a good job on over 300,000 people who can be multipliers, ambassadors, and the technology that we have that is fit for purpose in terms of many things that the world needs to do. So for me, this is where the sweet spot of my chief people and my chief sustainability come together, and what gets me out of bed in the morning.
Thank you, Judith. It's really good to speak to you as always, and thank you for your leadership on this. And I look forward to seeing you in New York in September. And for anyone who's looking for more, please do join us in New York for Climate Week NYC from the 17th to the 24th of September.
Thank you, Helen.
To hear more from leaders across business and government, join us at Climate Week NYC from September the 17th to the 24th. Head to our website at climateweeknyc.org to keep up with all the latest news.